rating system works. Without getting into the algorithm, which one we probably wouldn't understand it is.
Right.
But give us a little bit of a rundown quick of how the rating system works.
Yeah, so it's a measure of how you perform against your opponent. So, the innings and safeties are a big portion of it. I know people have asked, it's like, well, how do those work? In just a general layman's term, if you play a safety, it takes away an inning. So what the formula is trying to do is trying to measure basically how you perform against your opponent and how many points you score in a determinate amount of innings, and that will determine what kind of a player you are. So it doesn't really care who you're playing against, in the sense of it's not going to formulate itself directly off of that. But for example, if let's say you're a 70 level player and two 70s play against one another, and they play to hill, and the average for those is like 18 innings. All right. So that's kind of a benchmark. We say it's like, okay, if we got two 70s playing against one another, we know if they go to 18 innings, if they played 22 innings and one of them played two safeties and the other one played one safety, that's about right. That's about where we would expect that match to be. Now, if I'm playing against you and we play 5 innings, well, I have to take that into consideration. That's unusual for me. I don't normally play a match in 5 innings, but I needed to run out, because if I'm not, you're running out on me. So
Sure.
You being my opponent, then we would take that into consideration as well. It's like, okay, so Mark normally plays, let's say, 10 innings to play his match, where I normally play, 12 innings to play my match. Now I'm looking at it, it's like, well, of course I'm going to play less because I'm playing against Mark. So it takes a little bit of that into consideration. So it definitely looks at how many innings you play and who your opponent is based on how you perform against him, and then takes into consideration, whether you win or lose. I mean, it's not directly specific to if you win you're going to go up, or if you lose you're going to go down, because it doesn't work that way, because it's a sliding window. So basically we keep track of your most current 30 scores. We take your 5 highest and throw them out, and your 5 lowest and throw them out, because we look at those as like, those are anomalies. Those aren't where you normally play at. So then you have this window of 20 scores in your history, and based on, what those scores are will determine where your rating is going up or down. So you may win a match and you push off a really big win on the bottom side, and your rating may go down. Even though you won, you may go down, because that's what's in your window of what we're calculating across. So it's constantly sliding back and forth across your history for your most current 30 to determine where you are.